Hey guys, Bond here from Rebel Offroad and welcome to SEMA 2019. I want to talk to you a little bit about my vehicle. We started building this particular one last Friday and here we are at SEMA with a fully built rig. We've been hit up a lot to see what different components we're running on this particular vehicle. So I'm going to start by talking about what's actually underneath it, the parts that are a little bit more difficult to see right now. We started off with the Currie rear end. That's an F9 fabricated rear housing. And up front we have a Dana 60 as well. It's a Currie 60. Both are running 538 gears with A or B air lockers. Mounted to those we've got some machete wheels. These are KMC machetes. And wrapping up we have the Maxxis Razor MT tires. That's a 40-inch tire on a 17-inch rim. They work fantastically well. Also underneath the vehicle you're going to see we have some Jock parts. That there is a new part that's going to be released by John Currie at Jock. That there is an anti-rock that's going to be made specifically for the Jeep Gladiator. We're running them in the front as well as in the back. As we move along, Nemesis Fenders. These are brand new. There's only a few sets here. And yes, they are sexy as hell. As we move forward, we've got the Rock Slide Engineering steps. Now, these are super strong. This is a Gladiator, and it's also really nice to be able to get in and out of these things. So it makes climbing in and out fantastic. The other great news about these is there's a switch inside, so you can switch them off if you're playing on the rocks. It's not going to come down. As we move forward, we have our coilover kit. This is our DSS kit, which stands for Dual Shock System. It's running King coilovers and King triple bypasses. Those are 2.5 coilovers and 2.5 triple bypasses with our bracketry that mounts it up there. Underneath that vehicle is a long arm kit, the only one of its kind, and that there is a TerraFlex Alpine IR long arm kit, soon to be released. Again, in keeping with the Jock theme, but also because I run them on all my vehicles because they work so well, here's an anti-rock. Over here we have a Poison Spider Bruiser bumper, and mounted inside of that bumper are a set of KC lights. In addition to that, we're running a worn 12,000 pound winch. Why 12,000 pounds? Well, these vehicles can get a little heavy and we want to make sure that you're going to be able to get out of these situations that you're in. We also have their Hyperlink shackles and Warren's Sidewinder. As we come around this side of the vehicle, I want to talk about lighting. When you're going off-road, it's real handy to be able to see at night. Well, because you don't know what the obstacles are. And what works great for us and is best in the industry are the KC lights you see up there. Those are the Pro 6s you see up front, mounted on the A-pillar as well as on the roof rack. So around the back and on the top, this is our Explorer roof rack system, bed rack system, that is going to be utilized in the back of this vehicle. And you can mount just about anything you can think to it. Up top here we've got our table mount. We've already done an introduction video with these, but this is our table mount. And if you look around, you'll see all these different components. This particular rack is incredibly modular. You can mount anything you want in any configuration. We have a fridge mount system as well for the fridge slides. Over here we're using Rhino rack components to mount our high lift jack and a whole bunch of our other components on here as well. You'll see the power tank inside of there. You'll also see our LPG tank inside of there for running your stoves and propane. Over on this is our fridge slide system, and yes, right now we're strapping in the Pelican case just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, but this will actually slide in and out. On the back bumper, this is Rock Slide Engineering's new rear bumper for the Jeep Gladiator. And I gotta tell you, I'm liking it. It looks like it's fantastically well built, super strong. In addition to that, they have these sliders, which also double as a step. Super strong, protecting the underneath, protecting the rear panel of your Gladiator. Up on the roof rack, you're going to see a bunch of Pelican cases. Why do we use Pelican? Because they're the best in the industry. And if you're looking to have your items stored securely, There's really going to be nothing better than running in the Pelican. Everybody knows that. And we've hard mounted these to our halo rack systems. We have the halo rack system obviously for the JT as well as for the JL and the JK, but also now for our bed rack system. And yeah, those things up there, they're solid. You want to secure your items, keep them watertight as well, you're good with Pelican cases. Continuing on with our Explorer bed rack system, we've got a shovel mounted here, an axe mounted here, and again, the accessories that I like to use and mount to them are actually going to be from Rhino racks. They work fantastically well. You can have a look at them while you're here. We'll show you some more videos of these. They're super clean, ties everything up, holds them in there very secure. I'm a huge fan of them. Up on top here, you're going to see KC lights running across the top. When we need to, we can run each side independently so that you guys can, I can highlight any area of the vehicle that I want. And in being creative, right, for me, airing up the vehicle, well, I run air up chucks on either side of the vehicle. Why? Well, you're on this side, you want to be able to air it up, run it off the other side. We run two different systems. One is going to be the power tank, which I'm a huge fan of. The other one is running an A or B air compressor. It's their twin air compressor. So quite frankly, usually as the lead vehicle out on a trail, I'm usually helping other people air up their vehicle. I can get two things going at once to get people home and to their families faster. Some of the additional features we have on here, this is the sPOD Bantam system with the touchscreen. And the touchscreen is going to let you control everything that we need to control, from the lights on the roof to the fridge in the back to the side lights, you name it, CBs, race radios, the whole 9 yards is controlled by this screen here. And for us, we're actually running multiple systems on this. We have two Bantam systems. One is a super high-tech one that's mounted underneath the hood. It's going to be released here at SEMA, so I can't tell you too much about it. We will not video that. We'll let sPOD do the release on that. In the back, we have a regular Bantam system, which is also using the HD controller. It's nice, it's waterproof. We'll show you how that particular unit works as well. And that lets us control all of the lights in the back of the vehicle from the back of the vehicle without having to get up here to the front. Incidentally, because we're running two sPODs, you can actually run 4 sPODs off of this particular head unit up here. You can control all the different lights from all the different sPODs that you have on your vehicle through the one screen. Makes it really handy when you're traveling. Now, to be a little bit different, I don't run a rear view mirror. Why? Because number one is I'm not too interested in seeing out what's out back. I'm more interested in seeing what's in front of me. And this here is what we use for navigation. Right? When I'm off-roading, I grew up overlanding. When I'm off-roading, I need to be able to have a good GPS system on hand. And this one here is an iPod mini that I run some very good software on, and I can control it all from here. We have it hardwired in so that we're not worried about running out of power with this thing. Here's the Bantam system in the back of the vehicle. What you're seeing on this particular vehicle is the HD controller for the Bantam. That's what we run underneath the back seat. We run one underneath the hood and one underneath the back seat, and we can control all of the accessories that we're running on the particular rack, as well as the refrigerator, etc., all from this particular unit right here. In addition to what you're looking at is, of course, Dometic's fridge. I'm a big fan of the Dometic system. It works fantastically well. They won't make a whole bunch of different sizes. Some of them have separate refrigerator parts from their freezer parts. This particular one we have on a slide. You can slide it in and out. And that bed slide is mounted to one of our products, which is actually a bed slide mounting system, so that you're not drilling holes into the back of your new Gladiator. You'll also see some of the Pelican cases that we run in the back. There's extra coolers there when we're setting up camp and going out with other people. It's really nice for us to be able to take extra food and, of course, beverages for everybody.